Hi, you guys. It's Ashley Chats. Welcome back to my channel. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me on your way in or out of this video. So let's talk about ableism, right? Because ableism is discrimination or prejudice against people with disabilities. And it can include making jokes or insults based on someone's condition, or treating people with disabilities like they're less than, or using disability as a punchline, an insult, or source of shame. It's just as harmful as racism, sexism, or homophobia, because it often goes unchecked, especially on social media. Ableism isn't just a bad take, it's violence with words. When you dehumanize a child for having Down syndrome, you're not being edgy. You're showing the world how empty your soul is. Calling a child with Down syndrome a rare Pokémon is dehumanizing. It compares a real human child to a fictional creature, meant to mock his physical appearance and turn his condition into a joke. Accusing the parents of drug use to explain the disability is not only false, but it implies blame and shame as if the child is somehow a mistake. People with disabilities and their families already deal with stigmas, bullying, and being misunderstood. When a public figure or their family normalizes ableist insults, it makes others think it's okay too. And it teaches that kids like Kevin's son are less than, when in reality they are worthy, they are whole, and they deserve dignity as well. When ableist jokes go unchecked in online communities, it creates a culture where discrimination and insensitivity become normal and even acceptable. Some creators may be aware, but they just don't simply care. They find humor in other people's pain and use it as a way to provoke or troll them. Ableism isn't just offensive. It contributes to real-world discrimination, exclusion, and emotional harm for people with disabilities and their families. When creators laugh at or joke about disabilities, it reinforces the stigma and it hurts vulnerable communities. ObPressure gang made these ableist jokes, laughed at them, and kept the harmful behavior going. But at the end of the day, he still remains irrelevant. So really, what was the point? Trying to get clout by tearing others down only leaves you in the same place, forgotten and disliked. It makes sense why his career never took off and why he's only ever qualified for temporary jobs. Because when your brand is full of drama, cruelty, and making fun of others, especially vulnerable people, it's no surprise that lasting success just isn't in the cards. Maybe that's why ObPressure gang is so bitter, evil, and jealous-hearted. Despite Kevin sending him thousands over time on Cash App to support his family, he still chose to spread hate and cruelty instead of gratitude or growth. That kind of bitterness only hurts himself in the end. The YouTube space is getting darker by the day. The constant drama, cruelty, and attacks on vulnerable people are creating an environment that feels toxic and very much unsafe. If this keeps up, I genuinely fear it could end in tragedy someday, and that's something we all need to reflect on. Respectfully.